up guys, Ross here, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be looking at another lockdown lick. I posted the first one last week, you guys seem to really dig it, so I guess I'm just going to push out as many as I possibly can over the coming weeks to keep you guys entertained whilst we're all stuck indoors. As you could probably tell from listening to it, it's much more of a country vibe with today's lick. It's the type of thing you would expect to hear players like Brent Mason, Brad Paisley, Albert Lee, insert country guitar player's name. It's the type of thing you'd expect to hear them play over a train beat, a train rhythm, which is the term given to the type of drum beat that's used in the backing track. But anyway, it's in E, and it's an open position lick, right? So there's a lot of open strings used in this lick, as is the case with a lot of country licks. But anyway, we're going to break it down. We're going to talk about the note choices, the theory behind it. But before we do that, here's what it sounds like slow. Now let's split that up into 3 separate parts. Here's part 1. Here's part number 2. And here's part number 3. So what am I thinking about in terms of note choice here? It's actually quite simple. It's really just a combination of the E major pentatonic scale and the E blues scale. So the E major pentatonic in this open position looks and sounds like this. And the E blues scale in this open position looks and sounds like this. And what this lick really demonstrates is how you can combine the thirds from the minor pentatonic and the major pentatonic in licks. So, I mean, when I think about the blues scale and the minor pentatonic, I kind of think of them as the same thing. Anytime I'm thinking minor pentatonic, I am adding in that flat 5 to my licks, just because it always works, it always sounds good. So in the blues scale, we of course have a flat third, which is this note here. Right, it's the second note up from the root note in the blues scale in the minor pentatonic. And then in the major pentatonic scale, we have a major third, which is this note. So we can combine those 2 thirds in licks like this. For example, in part 1, we open by sliding from the flat third up to the major third. And then in part 2, we have another example of that. We actually hammer on from the open G string, which is the flat third, to the major third at fret 1. Hear that? We're moving from the flat third to the major third, which we just did here, an octave higher. And then in part 3, we have another example of that towards the end of the lick. That part starts with a descending blues scale run. So we're getting the flat 5 from the blues scale in there. And then we're picking fret 3 on the low E, which is the flat third in the E blues scale, and sliding up to fret 4, which is the major third in the major pentatonic. So 3 examples of moving from the flat third to the major third. Again, the flat third is from the E blues scale, the E minor pentatonic. The major third is found in the E major pentatonic scale and we're combining those two scales with this lick. So just to remind you, we had the first example of moving from the flat third to the major third in part 1. With the second example in part 2. And the third example in part 3. So that's basically what I'm thinking about. Like I said in the last lick video that I made for this series, when you combine a major pentatonic and a minor pentatonic scale with the same root note, or a major pentatonic and a blues scale with the same root note, you get something that's very close to the Mixolydian mode. And as I pointed out in that last lick video, I do have a free lesson already on my YouTube channel about the topic of the Mixolydian mode and its relationship to the pentatonic scales, both major and minor. So feel free to go and check that out once you're finished here. Alright, that's going to do it for today's lockdown lick. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to learn more about my approach to guitar playing, my approach to improvisation, to music theory for guitar, the best way to do that is to check out my website, bulletproofguitarplayer.com. That's linked in the description below. Thank you all for watching again. If you want to help the channel out, then please like this video, share it with your guitar playing friends. Of course, click the subscribe button to keep up to date with new videos coming out from this channel, and click that notification bell as well. And anything else? No, I think that's it. Just stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.